Weird. Okay. Hey, everybody. What's happening? I got stuck. I was stuck there for a minute. Welcome to an evening version of GreenBean's Jets Pod. I wanted to hang out. There's been some stuff. I just want to talk Jets football with my people. Right now, what is it? 8 o'clock at night, 8:02 p.m. on Sunday, August 31st. What an amazing thing that is, huh? Aren't you amazed by the fact that it's already August 1st, which means, guys, 1 week from right now, we will know if we change things and we beat Aaron Rodgers coming into our house wearing Steelers colors, or if we're victims of the same stupid narrative that we always end up being victims of. And hey, we'll know 1 week from right now. We're gonna know, guys. It's not up for debate. Isn't that amazing? Welcome to GreenBean's Jets Pod, episode 181. Incredible 181 episodes of this. And we took a few months off, so it's nice to be back. You know what I want to do? I want to start this. I was watching something. I want you guys to guess. It's not going to be that hard if you're paying attention, but I want you guys to guess what game this is that Jeremy and I are reacting to. I did. You know what? I think I show you in the beginning, so forget it. I wanted to show you the clip, but geez, I can't do it because that's right. I started with this is what the clip is. But anywho, so how we doing? Let's see who's here. I know the blue bean. You don't like it? You don't like blue bean, John? Let me see. I could change it up. This is my late night stuff. It feels a little early to be the blue bean, doesn't it? Here we go. Wow, that's bright bean. There we go. This is for you, John Carmen. I'll brush my beard. This is only for John Carmen. I want to look good for John. All right. John Carmen's in the house. And I agreed. Just so you know, John, I was thinking the same thing. I really was. I was like, I don't know if I like this blue thing so early in the evening here. But all right, man. Well, welcome to the show. So, guys, we got 1 week to Jets football. 1 week. We pretty much know who our team is. We don't know who the center is. But who needs to know? Who needs to know who the center is? Now, let me ask you a question. This is the first poll. We'll do some polls for the YouTube people. And this is it. Do you think, do you really think AG doesn't know who the center will be? You know? What is this? All right. Well, come on. Spell center right, Bean. Center will be. Okay. Yes. No. Right. Do you really think AG? Yes, I believe that. Yes. Yeah. I'm gullible. Or no. This is silliness. I mean, look, he can do whatever he wants. Who knows? All right, here's one. So we'll put it up there. I stuck my own friggin' opinion in the poll. I shouldn't do that. I won't do that moving forward, but I did it for this one. So, I mean, look, we got all kinds of, we got rid of some guys that we wanted, and we do this every year. Like we're the diehards, right? We're the varsity. So I like to call it. Like, let me tell you, in my world, right? In my addiction world and all that shit. Like when I've been running treatment centers for years. I've been running them for the last 15. But before that I was working. So about 20 years I've been doing this. And I remember kids would come in and I'd have to search bags or whatever. I used to teach people how to search. And they if anybody, just as an example, if they ever come in with laundry sheets Like if they're ever coming in with laundry and they have their soap and they have their laundry sheets, bet your ass there's heroin bags or little Xanaxes stuck between the laundry sheets. Just fan them out. Pills fly out of there. It happens every time. Same thing with tissues. If they ever bring tissues, or if they bring like they have like hangers with dress clothes on them. Take them off the dress clothes. There's always going to be a tube. They're going to have the cardboard tube wire hanger, and that shit, dude, you could fit. I think I did it one time with like Percocets, let's call them. It was like 80 Percocets fit in there, something like that. 80 to 100. It's like, bro, one hanger, you bring 100 Percocets into a rehab. So anyway, I've been doing it, but what I would call those kids, and not always kids, I shouldn't say that. I've had adults, 80 years old, try to sneak shit in. But I would say to them, excuse me, but you're JV and you're coming into the varsity, okay? I would love to say that line. That was my line. Listen, kid, you're JV, right? You're hanging out with the varsity. Sit down. You don't know. We're going to teach you some shit, okay, while you're here. Just sit down and shut up. That kind of a thing. But yeah, so like when we talk about our center and all this kind of stuff, let's see. John Carmen said, oh, thank you, John. AG knows more than we think he knows. Right. Yeah, man. So, all right, I'm going to read a couple comments. Chris B's in the house. I love Chris B. I love Eric Craig, too. Eric knows I love him. I don't have to tell him. I don't have to proclaim my love for Eric Craig. He knows. What's up, Chris? Hey, Green Bean, everyone. Let's go, Jets. Love you all. Hit the like button. Support, subscribe to the channel. Phenomenal Jets content. Right on, Chris. Who doesn't love Chris B? Huh? So I didn't get a chance to watch any of the college games yesterday. I had intended to, but I wasn't able to do it. So let's see. Flatbush Dre is here. Dick Chimney's Burner is here. It's still preseason. Well, you know what, Dick, is that I've been working on, like, I have some new intros and stuff I'm working on a lot of stuff, but none of it's like I haven't been able to complete anything. I gotta stiffen up here and get all my shit ready for the season. But it's like, you see it. I'm not crisp. I'm definitely not crisp. And for doing this for so long, I know I was stuck a little bit. Oh, Sacchetti, what do you do? There he is. We love Mark Sacchetti. John's in here. Thank you, John. Gotham FC Jets. Right on. I'm ready for the season too. And then we'll do a couple polls. We'll talk about a few things. I want to start, we're just finish our hellos, but then we'll start with our predictions, right? So we'll do a little bit of that today. And then we're going to talk about Breece Hall, Elijah Vera Tucker, the offensive line in general. So we'll talk about Armand Membu a little bit. But we'll mention the Malachi Corley stuff that has come out. We'll talk about that. I'm getting tired. Like, it's a funny thing, like I've told you guys 100 times. People think I'm like I get homeritis, and I do. Like, but I'm a homer for the Jets. I am. I'm not unrealistic, but I'm definitely on the positive side. Like, I just fucking, although it's getting harder and harder, I'll be honest. But I figure, why not? You be positive until you can't, right? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be negative the whole time. Now, I don't see us doing too much this year, but I'm going to root. Once the first kickoff's on, I'm going to be the same Jets fan I always am. But, I lost my whole train of thought. So Jets fans, the record. Yeah. So, but like with these guys, I'm definitely not a homer for guys. Like even my boy Yeboah. You guys know I love Kenny Yeboah. And I hope he does well, sincerely. But let me tell you something. As soon as he starts being good, if that were to happen, like, I don't feel vindicated. I just hate it. I hate all players when they leave the Jets. As players. I don't hate them as men. But I hate them. Like, I want the Jets, and it never works because it never happens. But I want the Jets to be right. I want the moves that we make to be the correct move. That's what I want. When they do something controversial, like they pass on Whoever. Who was the guy, Brian Thomas Jr., for Malachi Corley? Like, I wanted Malachi Corley to be better. Why? Now, did I think he was going to be? Probably not, but I want him to be. Why? Because I want the Jets to be. I want the moves that we make. You know what it's really all about, guys? I am sick and tired of being made fun of. I'm going to tell you something. So I just went to a meeting before 5:00 today, and I sat between two guys I know. One's a Steelers fan, and one's a Ravens fan. That's what I was actually the other way. The Steelers fan was here. The Ravens fan was here. And you listen to them, and they're complaining about stuff. We don't. I don't get to the playoffs, or we lose in the first round. I literally looked at them and I said, I want you guys to shut up. This is literally what I said. I said, you are both spoiled rotten. You are brats, okay? And you have no idea what football pain is. You guys, neither of you have had a losing season in at least a decade. More, really. But neither of you, the best. I had 10-6 season in the past, 15 years? And we didn't even make the playoffs. That's what I got. So I don't want to hear it. And that's the thing. So, like, what it boils down to for me is when the Jets do stupid shit like that, like when we're watching the draft and we know damn well, dude, why'd you take that guy when this guy was right here, right? We know it. And they've done it. It doesn't matter what name. Terry Bradway's here. John Idzik's here. Mike Tannenbaum. It doesn't matter who it is. They do this shit. And really what I want is for the move to work out. Why? Because I want to win games and everything, of course. But I want us to not have the position of being made fun of, easily made funnable. That's what I'm sick and tired of. I'm tired of you guys when you walk around proudly with your jet shit. Everywhere you go, people can make fun of you. I'm sick of it. It's more than wins and losses for me. I don't want to be made fun of anymore. I'm tired of it. This fucking week 1 game, you realize that if Aaron Rodgers throws for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions or whatever it is, and they beat us soundly, do you realize what that's going to do for us? Dude, the whole national media they have their headlines written. They have the articles written. All they're going to do is put in the stats. They're dying to pounce on us for he's great in Green Bay. He comes to the Jets and sucks and goes to the Steelers and he's great. Dude, they're dying. And Mark says Corley was clearly horrid. Oh, a good word, Mark. I like that. I approve, Mark. I like the word horrid. I like words, man. I like words, like you pull them out. And it's funny because I thought when I would say that, like my normal operating mechanism, Mark, would be like I would have a bunch on deck instantly to say, but I don't know what's happening. I'm getting tired and old. I'm not as sharp. I'll fucking in an hour, I'll think of them. Like, oh, I should have said this word. But I'm with you. So he was a horrid draft pick by an overrated front office. Yeah. Well, look, I do think if you look at, just our last, let's call it 25 years, all the way back into, you can go before Parcells, Kotite, Steinberg, you can go. Joe Douglas was arguably the best. Mike Tannenbaum got the most done, but he was Trader Mike, dude. And he was out of control. He did it. I loved it. He did anything he wanted. He got it done. So that was what was fun about him. But Joe Douglas, that front office was good, man. It was good. And I liked the way that they were doing things was sound. But dude, I'll tell you, a lot of their picks left me scratching my head. Especially in the mids. But they got Michael Carter, Jamie and Sherwood in the mids. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's say hello. Some more. Alan Doge is here. Let's be a serious organization. Right. Alan, they should have signed me as the damn GM. I'm telling you, I fixed the team in 2 years. And I would have meetings with you guys all the time. Late night meetings. I'd be like, all right, here's what we're going to do. 10 p.m. midnight on Tuesday. I'm going to leave all my scouts out and I'm going to talk with you guys. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man. James Thompson knows. Yeah, Green Bean, I feel the same when dude, they laugh. Or, you know what's even worse, James? It's one thing when they laugh. That sucks. Isn't it worse when there's pity? They go, oh, man, look, I always like the Jets. I think you're going to have a good squad this year. You go, fuck you, man. Like, I need your shit. Like, I need you. I need that. They can't win with me. You know what I mean? It's like, look, either they're making fun of me, which I hate, or they're giving me pity, which I can't stand, or I won and I want to rub their face in dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You can't win with me, dude. That's why I hang out with us and only us. Yeah, I rub elbows with. I don't watch football. 99% of the time, I don't watch football with opposing fans. I don't like it. I think I told you guys one time, dude. One time, there was a friend of mine for years. We haven't talked since this day. This was back in the 90s. He was just, the Jets were losing. He was rubbing my face, and he wouldn't stop. And I told him, look, dude, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not happy, and I don't appreciate you poking me. I don't appreciate it. So stop it. He's like, dude, it's a fucking game. Relax, man. I said, exactly. It's a game. But I'm not in a good mood. It's not about the game. It's about me. I'm not in a good mood, and you are continually doing it. So I just don't want you to do it. I told him a bunch of times. I said, that's it. Listen to me. You say one more word. I don't even care if it's about the game. One more word. I'm going to drag you out. This is what I said. I'm going to drag you outside by your belt loop and shirt collar. I'm going to throw you out the door, grab your ankles, and beat you on the side of your fucking car. That's what I told him. Yeah, was I right? No. But I said it. Alan Doge checking in. By the way, Alan Doge's going to meet us up at Bezara. I'll throw that up there. Go to Talking Jets if you want to hang out with us next weekend on Saturday, dude. It's going to be epic. The whole weekend on the beach, baby. I can't wait to go to Bezara. Alan Doge will be there. Go to talkingjets.com. Our meetup, like our game thing, is sold out. Now, if you have tickets for the game, you can still go to Tailgate Joe. Go to tailgatejoe.com, get your tailgate, and hang out with us. Or you can come hang out anyway in E6. It's not like there's a gate around it or anything. You just can't eat the food or drink the endless beer or anything like that. But yeah, man, come hang. So that's sold out, but the Bezara piece is not. So you can get we're discounted tickets. I think Labor Day weekend, there's a whole bunch of money off the tickets. So if you want to come, I know Alan will be there. I know Jeremy's going to be there. I know obviously Matt O'Leary, fuck yeah, and Ryan are going to be there. It's going to be great. So what do you say? Alan Doge, by the way, was the president of the Malachi Corley fan club. You guys know this. If you've been hanging out at all, Malachi Corley had one diehard. We all supported him. We wanted him to be good, right? But Alan Dode's different. I've disowned Corley next, and that's the way it's got to be. Like, look, I'll shoot straight. I am rooting for Yeboah to have to be able to land and have his career because I think he deserves it. But bet your ass, man, if they play us or anything, I'm hoping that Sherwood knocks his fucking helmet off. But believe me, I'm just, as far as football goes, I root for the Jets and I root against everything else. That's it. And the only time I root for anything, I really don't. I root against one team. It all depends on what helps the Jets. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't have other teams. Oh, who's your second? Do you have an NFC team? I'm like, dude, you're speaking Mandarin Chinese to me, man. I don't understand it. I'm a Jets fan. That's it. Now, if you do, I don't judge anybody for there, but I can't do it. Good for you, Alan. You gotta separate. You got to get your separation in here. I thought I saw Mark from Asbury Park in here. Is he here? I want to say hi to Mark. I haven't talked. Mark, give me a call tomorrow, man. In the morning. I'm busy, but after that, I should be around. If you're still here, if you're not, then maybe I just call you. Maybe I do that. See how you're doing. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I wish I knew which. Wait. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Joey G. Any Giants fan gives Jets fans lip, remind them that they've had the worst record in the NFL of the last several years. I know, and that's what we can do. You can, and so we have some bullets for our musket, right? We got some musket balls to shoot, to fire. We're not empty-handed in this fight. But let's be real, dude. If we're talking about the two franchises, Joey G, like, dude, they got 5 Super Bowl appearances in my lifetime, and they got 4 fucking rings. Like, I haven't even seen the Jets get in there. And I've been hanging around a minute. Joey, how old are you? Tell me how old you are, Joey G. All right, who else we got here? I see Tom Cahill's checking in. My buddy. I was 13 when the Jets won the Super Bowl. Now I'm 69. 69, dude. All right. Tom, you got to enjoy this one. It's like Sweet 16. They call this Sweet 69. Problem with Sweet 69 is we're all beat up and tired and fucking angry, disenchanted with stuff. But yeah, man, dude, I was born 3 years later, brother. You know, I'm 52. I'll be 53 this season. I changed mid-season. Actually, it's at the very end. My birthday always sucks as far as Jets football. We're always out of it by the time I'm turning a new age. But yeah, dude, crazy stuff, isn't it? It's crazy stuff, Tom. Let me end the first poll and see who believes that Aaron Glenn doesn't know who the center of his offense is 1 week from the opening day festivities. All right, here we go. Do you really think AG doesn't know who the center will be? That's the question. We had 80 votes, and the number one answer is with 63% is no, this is silliness. Of course he knows. 20% said, yeah, I misspelled it. I'm gullible. Wow, Jesus Christmas. I'm gullible. And who knows with 16%? Who knows, right? Who knows at this point? But yeah, dude. So, I think Aaron Glenn knows who the center is. If he's doing something, hey, man, I do the thing that you feel you need to do, right? Do it. I support Aaron Glenn in everything he's doing right now. And if I don't like it, if it doesn't seem right to me, I'm still going with it because he's Aaron Glenn. He's our head coach. He just got here. He's a fucking legend, and he loves it. He wants to be here. He cuts Rich Cimini off at the neck every time he speaks. I mean, like, dude, like a new coach comes in here. Think if we would have gotten whoever. What's the guy? The Jaguars coach. I can't remember his name. Some rookie kid, he comes in here, he don't know. Dick Chimney and fucking Costello that they're just trying to get him to say something. They don't know. So we got to deal with 2 years of them putting their foot in their mouth. Aaron Glenn's like, hey, dickhead, I already told you. The answer is no. All right? Why are you trying to ask the same question? You see the press conferences, Aaron Glenn gets up there and speaks, and they're all like, oh, then I don't have any questions. It's like, enough. They don't know what to do because they're trying to get gotcha. But he remembers, guys. He remembers. Let's see here. Let's see who we got. Thank you, Tom. Jake checking in with his 16th month of Stream Beaner support. Thank you so much, Jake, for supporting the channel. It is appreciated. He says, I wanted Corley, and I loved the pick. Proves I know nothing. Woods pickup is the most excited I've been since the day 2 of the draft. Love him. Your VA guy. Now, okay, there's a lot there. Now, number one, I liked Malachi Corley too. Shooting real straight. I did not like him as much as the Jets liked him. And he was not the wide. The truth is, in the third round, I wanted Malik Washington out of UVA. I mean, I'm a little bit tilted. I know that. But, dude, Brian Thomas was sitting there. It was ridiculous. Maybe he wasn't there. I'm thinking of somebody else. But there were guys that I liked more than Malachi Corley at that spot. But I wasn't unhappy with the pick. I wasn't. I thought that the fact that they traded up, I didn't think they needed to do that. But I wasn't unhappy with the pick. But hey, man, the kid, look, he's like, look, you guys wanted to trade up for me. They're releasing texts about it. No matter what, you had me as the 4th overall wide receiver. Why are you sticking me on special teams? But that's the thing, dude. It doesn't matter. Like, if you can't conceptualize that, it doesn't matter who you are. You're a rookie. I want to put you on special teams. If the Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson was the 2nd overall pick, I think he was. If they would have said to Aiden Hutchinson, look, we need you to play specials, he would have said, okay. You know what I mean? Not, I'm a 2nd overall pick, star defensive. He wouldn't have said that. He would have said, all right. Now, granted, defensive lineman and wide receiver, poor comparison. You think if you told Garrett Wilson, hey, look, dude, we need you to play special, you think Garrett Wilson would have had a problem with it? And Garrett Wilson's a true stud. I don't think so. But let's talk about Jelani Woods. Now, to be fair here, Jelani Woods only played his last year at UVA, but I loved it, and that was his best year. It was similar to what Yeboah did at Ole Miss. He played for Baylor, and then he transferred to Ole Miss. I think Jelani Woods was Oklahoma, I think. And then he transferred to UVA, and he took over. Dude, he was big shit here. Him and Malik Washington running around. It's great. No, he was before Malik Washington. But still, it was like, look, when these guys, it's like when Breece Hall was here. Breece Hall was the king of the, dude, he was the king here. And then he got injured and that whole thing. But yeah, man, I am excited for Jelani Woods. The problem is, and you all know this by now, if you've been paying attention, the problem with Jelani Woods is not talent, dude. The guy's 6'7", 255. He's a monster. Okay. And he's strong. He's ripped. He's not a big flab to, 6'7" running around. He's a monster. And he's got great hands, and he's deliberate, and he's a solid ass receiver, blocker, all those things. But he can't stay healthy. He has the last 2 years, he's been pretty much out, and not with he didn't tear his ACL or MCL or anything like that. He didn't get an Achilles injury. It's turf toe. Hamstring. So he's getting, he can't make it back from soft tissue. So that's concerning. So right now, I think you got to just keep him at tight end 3 and just fold him in and use him, use him in 12s and 13s and things like that. And just let him work in, make sure he's healthy, loose him, make sure this guy's loose and chilled, man. Cold and loose. That's what you want. No, what not cold, warm and loose. Sheesh, I said it backwards. Anyway, but that's the thing. But I am excited about him. And we were talking about, I said, look, really the one free agent that I'd be really excited, not free agent, but the waiver wire cuts. I said, dude, if with the Jets were smart, they'd go out and get Jelani Woods. And they did it. That's rare. Isn't that rare, Jake? Gotham City, thank you, buddy. And thanks for the continued support, man. Gotham FC Jets. All right. The only other player I'll root for is Baker. Baker Mayfield? Or who was that guy? Something Baker, the touchdown maker. Remember that guy? Remember that guy? He was on the Giants. And then he was on the Dolphins, but something Baker, the touchdown maker. Somebody put it in there. Yeah, I mean, look, you could root. I mean, anybody can do whatever they want, right? I definitely, I mean, if I'm going to get into a pissing match with you, I'll argue stuff, but I don't really give a shit what anybody does. I'm just saying, for me, I don't understand it, but I do understand liking players like that. Like for example, watching a good game on Monday night and seeing the players. So the Bengals are playing the Ravens or something like that. And you get to watch, all those guys it's of course I appreciate that as well, but I don't know. All I'm doing is looking whose records are what and who's going to impact us. And that's who I'm rooting for, dude. I pretend because my wife is from Baltimore. And she's a Ravens fan, even though, dude, over hanging out with me for this long, it's impossible. You know what I mean? It's impossible. So she's a Jets fan and she's coming. This is the first time check this out. I've been married to my wife for 18. In February, it'll be 20 years we're together. We've never been to a football game. We've never been to a Jets game together. Never. Isn't that crazy? That will happen this week. Or this year, opening day, September 7th. So you guys, if you're coming, you get to meet my wife. My daughter will be there. My son's not going to be there. Teen Bean, you want to know why? Because he's got his first show with his band in Brooklyn. Same day, like the night before. And so so he's not going to be able to make it. We can't coordinate everything. But yeah, he's singing in a band. First show in New York, man. I don't know if I'm going to try to get there. I don't know if I can. It's breaking my heart. But yeah. I root for the Jets. Dick Chimney's burner checking in. Thank you, buddy. He says, my daughter got her first Jets item today. I tried to talk her out of it. I said, please have a better life than me. Exactly. Dude, I did the same thing. I did it with my son. I tried to make him a Ravens fan like his mother. And he was for a little bit before he knew anything. And then the Rex Ryan years, he was like 4. When that shit happened, and I made the mistake of bringing him to the South Florida Jets fan club, and there was like 300 Jets fans, and we beat the Chargers. It was like mayhem. He was like, his adrenaline, it's funny. I was talking to my daughter yesterday about this. She said we were on a hike, and my daughter said to me, I was a real Ravens fan. She's like, but I don't know. She's like, I'm definitely a Jets fan now. I'm like, yeah. Sucks. It sucks. It's my fault, Dick Chimney. It's my fault. I know it is. But hey, I mean, look, once they make their decision, what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? We'll get to Jay-Z right here. Thank you, buddy. 25 months for the great Jay-Z Jets fan. Thank you, buddy. He says, the man, the myth, the legend, Green Bean. There you go. All right. Well, hey, we're all right. Me and you, Jay-Z. This is all right. And I'm glad you're here, my man. Truly. You guys are the goods. What the hell just happened here? Something happened. So thank you, bud. A big country checking in. Thank you, Green Bean, for being. All right. You're an OG. Great guy. Well, thank you, big country. What you got there? Fish? Big country, catching fish. All right, man. I got to love it. I love getting outside. I did my first hike in a long time yesterday, man. I said to my wife, I said, bro, I'm happy you're out here. I really am. Dude, I just got I'm sure you guys put it in the chat. But Sack, you're fucking funny, man. So I guess our buddy Sack Exchange from Jets Lounge is here, and he just texted me. He said, Stephen Baker. Stephen Baker, touchdown maker. That's right. Stephen Baker. You guys are the best. Lonnie Woods with his Raz score. Right, man. Sack, you're the best. You're the best, buddy. I love you. I miss you. I hope we get to see each other this year. All right, let me do this. So, guys, I've told you this before, and I'm going to tell you again, all right, because right now we got an amazing deal from my favorite clothing brand. They're the best. Chubby's is the best. I wore my shorts to I just wore my shorts to my wife's business party, a pool, like her boss in the pool party and everything. Most comfortable shirt. I was there for hours. The best, dude. They're the best. And it's getting cold, and I got my button down. Oh, dude, it's the best. So let's talk a little bit about what makes Chubby's Chubby's, and then I'll tell you about their great deal. Here we go, the great Chubby's.
For over a decade, we've been perfecting the perfect length, fit, and feel of shorts. We said no to shorts that fit weird, look weird, and smell weird. You know who you are. Our shorts make every weekday feel like the weekend. Why? Because every weekend is freedom and relaxation. Your thighs should get that 7 days a week. These are the shorts that changed shorts. Chubby's, proper length men's shorts.
They changed shorts. Well, let's talk about the swimsuits. The no chafe mesh, dude. I literally don't wear swim trunks because of the mesh. Dude, I'm all right down there. So it's like I get chafed all over the joint. The Chubbies method, they don't chafe. There is a no chafe mesh on Chubbies. Right now, guys, you can get your entire new wardrobe $10 off. All you got to do is go to the description and click the link. I put the link right there for you to make it easy. If you try to do it the long way, go to chubbies.com, chubbieshorts.com, forgive me, /greenbean. Get your $10 off your shorts, your shirts, your polos. They got Jets polos now. You saw Matt O'Leary wearing one. Mine's in the mail. It didn't get here yet, but it'll be here. The Jets polo shirt. Can't wait to get mine. It's going to be great. So anyway, guys, I want to thank Chubbies for hanging out with us. Take advantage of the offer. Oh, sorry. The promo code is Green Jets Fan. I gotta up. I'm sorry, I put that in wrong. The promo code is Green Jets Fan. So Chubby Shorts /Green Jets Fan. That's the way it goes. Get your $10 off. I don't want to ruin it. But thank you to Chubbies. And I genuinely like it, dude. That's the great thing about it. Alan Doge checking. Remember, your kids chose a life of misery. You did right. It's their choice, dude. They're people. You know, you look at your children. You're like, my kids. They're my kids, but they're people. Like I have a mom and dad. They're not in control of me, right? You know what I mean? So they made their own choices. I tried. I did my best, Alan Dodes. Right on. Jack, listen to this. Jack Manarino. It's so funny because I got a brother-in-law, Manari. I got Marinos. I don't have a Manarino. That's good. It's a combo deal. GreenBean having a horrible night. Dog walked through a nest of ticks. What is that? I never even seen a nest of ticks. We're deep cleaning the entire house. Appreciate you keeping us company. Oh, dude. Listen, when I was in, I forget where it was. It might have been North Carolina, Tennessee, I think. Dude, we went back to the car after a hike. I without exaggeration, we took 13 ticks off my dog. And they were all over us, too. It was like tick week. You got to be careful. My wife got a alpha gal. You ever heard she can't eat fucking mammals because of this damn tick? Be careful, Jack. You know what you do? You know what I do? You can do this with a pen. You can do it with a lighter. When I take ticks, I literally put them on a thing and I roll them. I roll them with one of these and I pop their guts out of their ass or out of their face. I don't care which way it goes because I want them to know this ain't okay. What you're doing, what you've chosen to do with your life, Mr. Tick, is not okay. It's not okay. All right, let's talk a little bit about Breece. I hope you guys, I hope you do okay up there, Jack. That sucks. There's no sugar for it. There's no sugar. I just hope you guys don't get one on you and miss it in your belt line or behind your ear and it gets you and gets you. I don't want it to get you. Ticks and fleas are vicious. Indeed, Ohio. Right on, man. So check it out, Andrew. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can find it for you. Now, I'm nervous to even put this up because I feel like I'm going to jinx it. Okay. Let me find this. The weather for the, you know what? Maybe I can't do it because everything's locked. I don't know what's going on around here these days. There you go. I don't know. Everything's slow. Let me see here. Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on. Is this the right one? Let me see. This is the right one, I think. So I'm going to show you. Nope, that's not it either. See, here it is. This is it. So look, this is the weather. You ready? Let me show you the weather. Let's see if it works. This fucking thing doesn't like to work for me these days. All right, let's see. So I'm going to show you guys. Now, last year, if you remember correctly, Alan knows. Jeremy knows. Everybody knows. It said it wasn't. It said it was going to rain in the morning and then stop in an hour, and then in an hour it said it's going to stop in an hour, and it did that all day. It rained on us the entire tailgate, and then it rained on us the entire game, and then it rained on us as we walked out after we lost to the Denver Broncos, and then this when we got in the car and hit the turnpike, the sun came out. That's how it happened. So yeah, it's not letting me do it. But anyway, so what it says is Friday, partly cloudy. So Saturday, this is from, all right. Let me start from Monday. So tomorrow, Monday, 78 degrees high, partly cloudy. Tuesday, mostly sunny, 78 degrees. Wednesday, sunny, 79. And then it says Thursday, PM showers. Friday, AM showers. Saturday, Bezara, sunny. Sunday, which is the game, sunny and 75 degrees. What do you guys think of that? You guys think it's going to hold? I don't know if it's going to hold, everybody. I hope it holds. It's a little early for them to be talking shit like that, but right now we're looking at some good weather. And that would be delightful. That would be delightful. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about Breece Hall. So Breece Hall, as you guys know, is in a backfield now with some young guys. Now, Breece Hall's only going into his 4th year, so he's not exactly what we would call old, but he had, the 1 year cut short by the injury. He was banged up, and he's been sharing time, like they're always bringing people in, Dalvin Cook or whoever, right? Sharing time, Michael Carter and everybody. So Breece is now in a backfield with Braylon Allen, who's a stud, and Isaiah Davis, who's also a stud. Like, those two guys are better than any running backs that we had before Breece Hall for like 10 plus years. Without exaggeration. Forte at the end of his career, Gore at the end of his career, they don't count because they're just at the end when we had them. But Breece Hall, who I still think is an elite back, I gotta shoot straight. He looks a little slow. He looks a little indecisive. Now, I don't know if he's in his head because of all this stuff, but if he's good and not better than Braylon Allen, they're talking about trades. Now, the most recent one was from Bleacher Report, and they were talking about getting a receiver down there and a 4th round pick. Now, how do you guys feel about that? Where are we with the? Are you as tired as I am? Like, there always has to be something. Like, this has been a drama-free, outside of like Malachi Corley. This has been a drama-free training camp. There's nothing. There's no Aaron Rodgers. There's no blah blah blah. Whatever it might be. There was no contract baloney. Right? Everybody was signed. Sherwood was signed. G-Dubs, Sauce signed. They gave Quincy a little bump for they didn't have to, but they did. And then there's this fabricated idea that, and Aaron Glenn has said that doesn't mean I'm trading Breece. That has nothing to do with anything. When I say I like Braylon Allen, it doesn't mean I don't like Breece. I have 3 excellent running backs. I'm going to use them. So there's this fabricated drama that one of our core players we're going to trade. And the crazy thing is, I see a lot of Jets fans that want to trade him. Now, to the guys who want to trade him, what is it that we think we're getting? Like, you're selling low, which is just not the thing to do unless you're desperate, which we're not. So, like, what do you think? Like, I mean, now if somebody says, "Hey, I'll give you a 1st round pick for Breece Hall," you go, "Okay." He wasn't even a first when we drafted him, so you could do that. But what is it like? Are you just looking to get rid of somebody? Now, maybe you want to see Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis more. I don't know, but if you get rid of Breece, what you're looking at is one injury. to Braylon Allen, and you're down to Isaiah Davis and Wangu. Just like that. Why would you create right now, running back room is the strongest room on our team, hands down. Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis, and Nwangu. Strongest room on the team. You want to weaken that for a fourth? You want to weaken it for a third? It doesn't make sense to me. So the fact that this keeps coming out, I'm gonna tell you why it keeps coming out. It's not because they want to trade him. It's because it's the only place where there's a potential where you can squeeze and there's some potential juice because there's no drama coming out of this team. Again, Malachi Corley, but what is it really? Last year's third-round pick, this regime doesn't like him. It happens all the time. Matter of fact, the Vikings, with the third round pick that we gave up, I think it was 2/3 for Elijah Vera Tucker, who we'll talk about in a second. They drafted a quarterback and Chaz Surratt. So they drafted Kellen Mond and Chaz Surratt. They cut them both the next year. 2 third-round picks. Nobody went nuts. They said, oh, that's a little odd. The new regime said, yeah, we don't want them. They're not our guys. We're not going to waste any time developing them. We're going to give them a chance to go wherever they want. Please, Dom C. Please. Sauce Gardner, obviously, who I just watched on Hot Ones, which was fantastic. Did you see it, Dom? It's funny. Although I got to tell you, he handles it like a champ. But there's one sauce, the sauce right before the last dab. Dude, it knocked his pants off. He got up, he was walking around, he's eating ice cream, he's drinking water, and they asked him a question about his Twitch stream, and he looked up and he said, I don't know. He was lost in the sauce, pun intended. So you got Brandon Stevens, who, all right, looked okay in the preseason, but is a big fat question mark there. Michael Carter, I'll give you, but he's coming off of injury. We don't know what he is. He looked okay. He had some real nice, one play, I think this pops in my head. He came in like a heat-seeking missile and took the guy out on his legs behind the line of scrimmage. Very, very nice. But then you got Stiggers. Who else? Who's the other one? So you got Stiggers. We got rid of JBC. Well, I'm come on, the guy then Isaiah Oliver is listed as a safety, but he can play nickel. Who's the guy I'm missing? I can't believe it. But dude, please. You got 3 question marks and a sauce. That's what you got, Dom C. Project Prospect Extraordinaire. Now, look, Robert's saying something. And let's segue this into some Elijah Vera Tucker talk as well. And Membu. Says that Robert says the O-line may be the strong. And I'm right there with you. May. Simpson might be hurt more than we think, which is something bubbling up, right? We don't know. And Membu, dude, he might take a second, okay? And let me tell you something. His first 2 weeks in the NFL are not exactly powder puff, soft on-ramps. He had his problems in preseason. And he's going to have more. We had better give him some tight end help. That's all I'm saying. That's what they should do. I have no doubt in my mind that the running back room, as it stands right now, maybe we get to week 10 and, Stevens has 5 picks and he's, no passes on him and he's 12 pass defense. All right, we got a different conversation. But as of today, trying to tell me that cornerback room is better than the running back room. Yeah, fantastic, Tom. I know. This is one of those things. So we got a 7th round pick from the Giants. That's great. All right. But Dom loves them. And Dom knows his stuff, right? But, come on. Come on, Dom C. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why wouldn't you be confident with Sauce? Why you go Quay Bills? Why so far? Like, dude, we've literally never had a player like him. Opened his career with 2 All-Pros and Rookie of the Year. And then he has a down year where, to look, like, still think Quay, he's still only given up 3 touchdowns in his entire career. Think about that. Think about that. Now, you should, you can have your feelings and your thoughts, of course, but I think you should reorganize that and be like, I'm interested to see how Sauce bounces back because he had a not typical year, but he was like elite. And then he goes down a little bit. Plus, he was playing banged up. He got hurt in the Niners game, week 1. So I don't know. Now, Cisco's a safety, Quay Bills. Who was the other cornerback guy? It wasn't Black. No, I got to look. I just can't deal. I just can't deal. Hold on. Get the fuck out of here with that. This is so gross. All right, so let's take a look at the Jets depth. So I got to look. I got to see. And this site always slows my computer down. It's crazy. All right, let's look here. Am I not missing somebody? Oh, AZ Thomas. That's the guy I'm thinking of, everybody. Jeez. And that's why, and there it is. And that's why Dom's saying it. But AZ Thomas, love him all you want as a prospect. You guys know. Everybody knows. We got to see who he is in the NFL. We might not see him we might not see the guy that the prospect showed you he could be for years. You know what I mean? Truth. Now, hopefully by the end of this year, we know who he is. But that's Dom's guy. There it is. There he is. Dom's chimed in. And I what's funny? It was bothering me. Like in a way, I knew it. I'm like, there's something here, man. Like Dom is saying, and there's a guy I know. Well, let's talk about this offensive line of ours real quick. So, again, Fashanu on the left side, 1st round pick, 11th overall a year ago. Then we got Simpson, who we don't know if he's injured or not, if he's going to play. And if he does, is he playing Iron Man and playing poorly like Brian Winters did for us for all those years? Brian Winters is playing with a torn pec his whole entire year. It's like, all right, I hear you. I applaud it. But, dude, come on. Pecs are pretty important for the offensive line. Would you agree, Dom? Like we talk about asses, hands, and feet. But I'm going to tell you what the hands are needing behind it is some peckies. You don't got the pecs. Giving up a few sacks. You know what I mean? So we'll see what's up with Jonathan Simpson. Now, our center, I would say it's going to be John. Is it John Tippmann? Is that his name? Michael Tippmann? I'm fucking fried. Is it Jonathan Tippmann? I'm fried. Glenn Tipton is the guitarist for Judas Priest, but I don't know. So let's just call him Tippmann. But if Simpson's out, then you got Myers up there on the center. Joe, right, Ryan? Thank you. Jesus, thank you, Kilopatra and Andrew. Yeah, I'm just fried. So then we got the right side, which is question mark supreme to me. AVT, who I don't think there's any question, is a badass. Like, he's a very good ball player. But he was out 2 years, pretty much. His rookie year, he played 99% of the time. He got banged up and missed like the end of games and things like that. But then the next year, he's got the elbow, and the year after that, he's got the the Achilles. And then last year he played 15 games, so he was banged up, but this fucking little fruit fly, man. You guys don't see it, do you? This little Want to kill him? I want to kill it so bad. I might have. I don't know. Maybe he's dead. But so AVT, now check this out. There's articles out there now saying AVT could command up to $85 million next year. Now, if he plays every game this year in a contract year, and it's the first time since his rookie year, I mean, the injuries, I don't know. It's not like, the type of situation where it's the same injury and you feel like, oh my God, he's nagging. This thing is going to keep coming up. But it's a little scary. So number one, first and foremost, we need him to stay healthy. But let me ask you guys, are you feeling like you want to give him that money, or you want to just replace him with a second round guard? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? Or are you like, dude, look, especially if the offensive line is top 5-ish, in that range, and you feel like, look, man, top 10 even, like we finally got an offensive line. They're on the upper tier. Like the more they play together, you want to do that. Like where do you place the value? $80 million plus for a guard who's been injured most of his career is not a great look, right? So I don't know, but he's a question mark for me this year. And behind him, we got Xavier Newman, I think it is. Like AVT goes down, now we're looking at Xavier. If he goes down, it goes from 80 million to he's going to be signing a 1-year contract somewhere. But then you got Armand Membu, our first-round pick this year. So look at that, 3 firsts and a second on our offensive line. I don't know about Membu. I think, again, going against the Steelers' defensive line and then right after that, the Bills' defensive line, man. Like, here's what I'll say. We need to reserve judgment. That's what we got to do. We got to not be so crazy. Like I remember when DeBrickashaw Ferguson came in, he was clearly he was good, but he was not that top 5 pick that everybody thought, like right out of the gate. And dude, so many Jets fans wanted to get rid of him. Trade this guy. Blah. I mean, it was like I fought it all the time. And around like year 2, year 3, he finally started to settle into being DeBrickashaw Ferguson. Now, he was never Anthony Munoz or one of those guys, but he was top of the NFL echelon his whole career after that. But it took him a minute. Membu, it might take a little bit, guys, and it doesn't mean he sucks. If he has trouble this year, it doesn't mean he sucks. It means he's a rookie and he's going against TJ Watt and everybody else. You know what I mean? So Infrared says I would not sign him for above 80 million. I like him too, and there's value in keeping the line together, But I don't know, man. Jake says GreenBean's memory is cooked tonight. My memory's been cooked every night lately. I don't know what's going on, Jake. And I'm snorting a lot of creatine. You know what I mean? They said you're supposed to snort that and colostrum, collagen. I got these big rails of collagen and creatine. It's not working. It's not working, man. I'm trying. So, but let's see. Realistically, let's do this poll. Come on. Realistically, okay, not take your Homer hats off for a minute. Where do you see all right, where do you see? So wait. Bottom 10. Mids. Top 10. Or top 5. All right, so let's get that. So get your votes in there. I want to say something. I see a Twitter commenter in here, which I'm going to shoot real straight is rare. Where'd it go? I wanted to say hello. Hello. My screen just kind of refreshed, so I caught all the way up. I don't see the Twitter people. They don't chime in often. But Robert was a Twitter. Okay, Robert's a Twitter. There you go. I saw another one. There. No, all right, Robert. I saw another one here. Hold on. Where is it? I might have lost it, everybody. No, it's all Robert. That's what it is. Yeah, he says the Eagles O-line wins some Super Bowls. Dude, it's O-line is everything. It's really everything. If your O-line can give your quarterback a peaceful, serene environment to carve up the field and create running lanes that the first contact that your running back gets is 4 yards down the field, dude, it's a different world. How do you look at the way the Dallas Cowboys, when they won their Super Bowls, it was all behind that offensive line. Now, their defense was badass. They had a full team, but it was that line, dude. Troy Aikman, Mike Irvin, Emmitt Smith would run through that line. His first contact, he already had 5 yards before he had to make a single move. 9 out of 10 runs. It was incredible. He was great on top of it. But it was like, dude, our guys are getting hit in the backfield. Like their first contact is 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So Gangrene Gene says, if he stays healthy, I would rather take the evil that I know. You never know when you draft a dude. Yeah, that's a fair point. But that's the thing, is the $80 million or the risk. You know what I mean? And you could draft a guy in the second, maybe even in the first. Who gives a shit? Depends on where you are. But you take a second round pick, and then you take a fifth. One of them work out. You know what I mean? Why not? And you just got to have an offensive line coach that can figure it out. Develop these guys, right? Tom says 80 mil is the new 40 mil. Remember when 40 mil was the new 20 mil? Remember when 20 mil was crazy? Remember when we gave Neil O'Donnell 4 years, 25, or 5 years, 20? Wait, was it 4 years? It was 5 years, $25 million. And we were like, that's ridiculous money for 5 years of a quarterback, $25 million. What am I benching these days? I'm not really doing that. So I have no idea. I'm working out. Like I'm doing sets of 12, probably with 85, 90. Like that's kind of what I'm doing. I start at like 40, I go to 50, I go to 6, that kind of a thing. I haven't done a max rep. Dude, my shoulder's a mess. So like I can't even go all the way down. I just bought the Anaconda shoulder thing. I have an orthopedic appointment. It slowed me down, man. My shoulder kicked my ass. Like I have, it's an old injury and I never got it fixed. And I've been trying to work through it and kind of pay attention to it and all, but it's really limiting what I can do. The only exercises that I can do without aggravating the shoulders, like when I do my back or I focus on my biceps and triceps. That's it. Everything else, if I do chest, if I do anything to do with the shoulders, and even like upper back, like so when I'm doing my traps and shit like that, I can't do it without aggravating my shoulder. When I work my inner glute hole, you know what I mean? Even that does it. Jake checking back in says, but thanks for asking, buddy. I'm feeling strong now. My stamina's up too. I'm walking up the Stairmaster, man. Doing about 35 to 50 flights. My pre-workout, flights, stairs. I'm Robert Saleh. If we're not top 10, it's a disaster. Wanted Warren. Fair point. You could. Well, I'll tell you what, though, man. When they took the tackles went like they were depleted. By the time we had our next pick, the tackle crop was decimated. So it was smart to do it. What's up, Radigan? But I'm with you, Jake. It better be putting all these resources into it. All right. So look, I'll end this poll. We'll see where we are. 42% looks like is going to win with, so top 10, 41% said top 10, 37% right behind it said mid. So you're thinking that 15 to, that 13 to 18 range. Top 5, 13%, bottom 10, 6%. So 6% of you guys feel like the Jets O-line, even with 3 firsts and a second in there. Bottom 10. That would be fucking terrible, wouldn't it, everybody? You can't be bottom 10, everybody. O'Donnell, right? So let's do one more poll. And we'll do some more streams and stuff. I'm also going to drop this on audio tomorrow morning, and we'll start that. I got to figure out my schedule for this one. This one's tough, but I want the Green Bean Jets pod to be our Monday morning thing again. Let's see here. What's the score of the opening day game? Well, maybe not the score. Results. What's the results? Jets. Okay, here we go. Whoops. All right, here we go. So we want to see what you guys think here. I did the poll. I just want to know what you guys are feeling. Gotham Jets just came in with his 16 to 17 Jets. I don't know about that. 16. So how did they get 16? 2 touchdowns and a safety? Maybe 2 touchdowns and they went for 2 both times? Well, hey, the one thing Salah did right was he ran up those stairs, Dave. Right? Come on. All right, while we're doing that, I'm going to remind you one last time about our sponsor for this show, the amazing Chubbies. And I'm so happy to have them, guys, because I love to be able to promote and give you guys deals on shit that I actually love. Chubby, they're my favorite shorts, my favorite swim trunks, my fucking favorite shirts. I'm not even kidding. They're the best damn clothes in the world. And I bought some other, I won't say the name. I bought some other t-shirts, those special t-shirts. I bought them too. I'm not as happy with them. They're not terrible, but my Chubby stuff is the best. So here you go.
For over a decade, we've been perfecting the perfect length, fit, and feel of shorts. We said no to shorts that fit weird, look weird, and smell weird. You know who you are. Our shorts make every weekday feel like the weekend. Why? Because every weekend is freedom and relaxation. Your thighs should get that 7 days a week. These are the shorts that changed shorts. Chubbies, proper length men's shorts.
Proper length. And now, just so you know, Ryan got the real short shorts with his little cute little butt, his derriere, we call it. Matt got the mids. And then, because I'm old, I got the longs. Mine are almost down to my knee. I like that. I don't like to show a lot of thigh. I don't want anybody, all the ladies, to go nuts now, right? So let's get your votes in. Let me see how many votes we have here. Only 36 votes. I want to see what you guys think. Come on. I wish you guys from Twitter could do it. Get your votes in. All right. I got to end it. So I'm going to get to Jake's super chat, and then I'm going to end the poll. Okay. But to remind you guys, the Chubby's link is in the description. ChubbyShorts.com/GreenJetsFan, or just use GreenJetsFan in the like the promo code area at checkout. Take $10 off your entire order, everybody. And that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, everybody. All right, Jake checking back in. I hate voting. Jets lose big. I just think football gods hate us, and Rodgers has one last game where he looks 22. I love my Chubbies as a big guy. Aren't they great, Jake? I'm serious, man. But let me say this. I honestly believe we're going to win. I want you guys to know that. I'm going to walk in the stadium backwards. I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm walking in that stadium backwards the whole way up. And it's not a fucking easy stadium. We're not talking about Giant Stadium where you go up one escalator out and you're at your tier. You got to go up this escalator, walk down the thing, go down the rabbit hole, the pipe where fucking mushrooms come out, and then you got to go down there and go up the other thing and make a left and a right, and then go up 3 more flights of stairs and then turn left. It's like the MetLife sucks. And I'm still going to walk in backwards. So we're going to see. All right, I'm going to end the poll. Oh, look at E-Boogie checking in. E-Boogie banging out 5 new Stream Beaner memberships. Thank you, E-Boogie, for the support. And congratulations to John, Gotham FC Jets, Ryan Rivera. Look at this guy. A bunch of good dudes. Meadowland Swamp Thing and Incelenon, right? Perfect. Thank you, E-Boogie. There he goes. We're dropping the emojis. You guys will get super chats and emojis and exclusive content, which will start this week, by the way. I got some good fun shit for you guys on deck. Member exclusive, but honestly, it supports the channel, and I'm grateful, truly. So here's the results of the poll. Thank you, E-Boogie. What's the result of the opening day game? Here we go. Jets barely win, 37%. Jets win big, 25%. So that puts us at 52% think we're going to win. Right? No, that's 25. 25. No, that's 62%. I think, dude, we're dipping into a realm that's not my fucking forte. Jets lose a squeaker, 25%, and only 11%. Even the negatives are limited here. 11% said the Jets will lose big. We can't lose big. We just got to harass Aaron Rodgers. That's the trick. That's the trick. And then 4 yards of play wins the game. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got. All-American going in 2 weeks. Nice. I got to go to New Jersey for a wedding in October. Maybe I hit the game. Maybe I got to see when Nick and Jake are going and maybe go there with them. I think that's in October. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this week's live version of the Green Beans Jets pod, episode 181. We're here. I'll drop this in the audio for tomorrow, and we'll talk. It's not going to be quite the same format. Hopefully, you know, when I do it alone, it's a little different. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Remind you to go to chubbysshorts.com/greenjetsfan. Get your $10 off your order of the best damn clothes on the market. I want to tell you, Bezara, our meetup at the stadium is sold out. You can get the tailgate at tailgatejoe.com if you want to hang with us, if you already have tickets. And Bezara, go to talkingjets.com. There's a Labor Day special. 1 more week to get your tickets. A whole bunch of you guys are going, which is going to be awesome. And we're doing a live stream on the stage, man. It's going to be epic. I can't wait to do it. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. It's going to be fucking weird. So I'm excited about that. Hope you guys will come and hang. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys that are already, definitely coming. I cannot wait to see you guys. It's going to be amazing. With that all said, I'm going to close you out with the reaction to the game that I was going to start with. It says what game it is, but this is me and Jeremy. It's only a minute long, but this is Jeremy and I reacting to the up and down game, Garrett Wilson's rookie season. Let me see it. Oh, shit. I just spun my damn thing, and I had it all queued up here. I really am out of practice, huh? I'll tell you. I'm getting crusty. Where is it? Brian Thomas hit. Jeesh. Monday night. Let me see here. Did I delete it like that? Because I hit it and it moved. It did something. So hold on. I'm going to close you out with it. There it is. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening. And we'll talk tomorrow. With that all said, as always, go Jets.
They didn't give it to us.
We're being robbed. They're cheating us, man. It's never ending. How cheated we are as a team.
Fourth and 1.
Fake.
Oh, they faked.
Fake.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's why Jeff Smith's on the team.
Jeff Smith.
Jeff Smith. That's why.
I'll tell you, man.
They kept Jeff Smith just for that.
That's it. That's what they've been waiting for. You'll see, guys. We'll show you. There's one receipt. Here you go. Sal's out there like, Jeff Smith! Here's my Jeff Smith. Who wants to eat it? Look at Breece Hall.
Go.
Look at Breece Hall. Go.
Nice.
This is what we call a drive. Blacko with a pass. Oh!
Yes!
Can you believe it? Garrett Wilson was open. He's literally yelling in Cleveland Browns fans' faces.
Touchdown, Breece Hall! Touchdown!
I can't see a thing. Woo!
Or I could see a 31-28. I think it's going to be something along those lines.
How fun would that be? Look at this. Throw it up. Oh my God, look at Corey Davis. Yeah!
We might have it! We might have it!
Who? Oh my God! They do have it!
Touchdown!
Are you kidding me? Garrett Wilson!
Oh my God! He's a stud!
Holy cow! Garrett Wilson is a stud, dude. We can win right here.
Just make this extra point, you motherfucker!
I know. You better fucking make this. You better make this, Greg.
Yeah!
I can't even believe it. Yes!
Interception!
Holy shit! Holy shit! Yes! Jets win! Woo! Dude, that's why we kept Ashton Davis.